Hey guys, welcome welcome back to Knox Locks. However, today is going to be a guitar day, and I'm really looking forward to doing the relicing on here. As you can see, there's already some relicing done to the fingerboard, and I'll show you the body. So, nice relic body. And then I'm working on the neck now. I think that's very cool, man. Yeah. Show you my feet there. I'm trying to look. It's insisting that I rotate my camera. I'm gonna do it just for the sake of being able to continue to film. It's not letting me rotate. What the hell? There we go. Okay. There we go. So yeah, it's the Telecaster. Basic black strap. Got the Fender Custom Shop logo. And show you some of the relicing on the body. Looks nice. I dig it. Of course, the belt rash. I know. Whoop. Buckle rash, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, nice sanded neck. I'm gonna finish rolling it a little bit. I sanded it, but it's not. If you look at it, it's still got that flat linear plane. So, I mean, this part's all rounded, and man, does it feel good. I'm going to show you the sandpapers and grits and whatnot I used. But, anyways, I'm going to be relicing the neck myself. So, hello. Hey, bonjour. I'm doing good this morning. How are you doing? Hopefully having a good evening or early morning, depending where you are. But anyway, so this is what I do here. I'll show you the tools that I use. I use a little magnifying glass just at the end, or beginning and end, to peek to make sure I got it good enough for what I want to do. Secondary thing. Now you can use kind of just about anything. I'll show you a bunch of things that are just from around the house. Okay, so like this is a crochet needle. Okay, this is for like crabs or lobster tails or something. This is a bottle opener. It has a neat little hook on it. This is a little tiny 0.5, I think, millimeter screwdriver, you're going to see that I do a lot of the scratch and etching with that. So basically the idea behind this is I do the etching with this, and then you fill it behind it with just a little bit of pencil, and then you smear it with your blood, sweat, and tears. But yeah, you don't want to go overkill. And you got to remember, a lot of what's played is open, like chords, top part of it. So, I mean, yeah, people might solo like crazy down here, every once in a while, but for the most part, everybody that picks up the guitars, playing chords. So I was figuring from the fifth fret, see the first string not going to be very, so I was figuring 2, 3, 4, or 5, I go heavy, and then for these ones, scale it back to only 3 instead of all 6 strings. Scale it back to 3, then right around the 10th fret or so, scale it back to 2, and I've already kind of done that. And I just oddly throw a 3 in every couple. But I don't know, man. I'm liking it. I like the way it's turning out. It's turning out decent. And then this is before when I was sandpapering the neck. That's basically, I just taped off the areas. Over here and here. And then obviously you see right here and here. And like I said, that was all just straight sanding. But I need to roll that. What I mean by roll, I'll show you. At least give you a good idea. So you would take anything from a screwdriver to a razor to maybe those pencils or some of the stronger things. But anyways, in this case, I need something metal. So on the 3rd fret here, I'm going to try to start as level with the plane. I prefer to do it without the strings on. But when you do it, go from fret to fret. But don't slam. You're going to raise one. You really got to be like, kind of, and I'm standing up doing this, This isn't, it's not this little technique right here is not a, exact, precise science, kind of. I mean, and just remember that, you can always just take more off later. See? And I just roll over to the side like that. That's a nice one. Okay. So you start off straight. Now you see I'm rolling. Roll that back even. Yeah, see now what that does. Oh yeah, you can feel that, definitely. It makes it so you can move around or whatever faster, so to speak. But here's the problem: you got to be careful because if you chew up too much of your fretboard up, your notes or your strings are gonna start sliding off the ends when you're doing your G chords, or or anything else you might be doing. So be mindful, down here too. So be mindful of both E strings. They got enough room to you're not falling off the board. So again, maybe you might want to use that roll tactic I just showed you instead of using a razor blade or taking it down a couple millimeters. But yeah, each guitar got its own thing, its own attitude, its own quirks. I like this one a lot. But you know what? Let's put the strap lock on before we do anything else. So this way I can put it with a decent strap on. I mean, all my guitars I let them use this just generic black strap. Oh, here, I'll show you another guitar. Actually. And then once I decide to keep it upgraded and put the these things, man, with strap locks. Then I have a bunch of ones that are already, a bunch of straps that are already hooked up. But as far as relicing goes, this is let me see, it's over here. This is a Paul Reed Smith Santana, and now like this is natural. This is like I think it was 1996. Old Thrasher magazine, Spitfire reels. I just put the speed knobs back on. It was busted for a long time, actually. So I got both ends. I just kind of dragged it on the sidewalk and the curb for a while. Now, I don't really sweat belt rash too much, but I didn't want it to go, you know, to go untouched or unrelicked. And then here on the top cornice was all just sandpaper, and I could see how you could really control. At first, I was kind of suspicious of the guitar I got over there, of how the relicing was, but like this, this is smooth as can be. And honestly, a lot of the things that are on the Telecaster are smooth as can be. And it's like, it looks like it should be relicked and raised, but I've forgotten there's a whole layer of poly or nitro, or, just because you sand it down doesn't mean it's, you know, I'll show you that neck I really sanded down. But yeah, these are the two so far that I've messed around with relicing. I did this one first because, long story short, but somebody decided to run it over. Look at that. Does it make you want to cry? Does that make you want to cry? And I told my good buddy Sean, I said, Sean, no matter what you do not use expanding wood glue. Do not. I told him to wait for me. I was at work. I couldn't. He went to the Home Depot, showed them the guitar, asked what would be the best glue for it. They recommended wood glue, Elmer's wood glue, or whoever's wood glue. And he filled it all up, clamped it, wrapped it with what the hell, that's like, they're like tourniquet rubber things. Anyways, wrapped it all up, and it's actually super playable. Sounds great. It's just this Gorilla Glue expands. So I mean, it expanded, and it's the head socks like off the guitar, but the truss rod still even works. But it sounds beautiful. It sounds wonderful. I don't want to put it to the grave just yet. So strap lock time. Let's put some on. Let's see, of all the sharp objects, which one shall I use? Yeah, that surprisingly, when I was searching through the drawers looking for a pencil, I guess a pen household, I found this crocheting needle. And man, that thing was working great in the channels of that, because I don't want to make everything all, crazy indented and get it to the point where, frets start sounding where they're not supposed to, or bad buzzing, or whatever the hell. I don't want to ruin the setup. And not for nothing, for a setup, it's actually very good. That's surprising. All right, that's good enough that I can take these off. Let's see, I'll keep you in the loop. Here. Do, 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 do. Yeah, the belt rash and whatnot's a lot easier to to Relic, just because you're making it's like one spot, you know what I mean? You're just kind of scraping. It's not, you know, it's not like the fretboard. We gotta do a bunch of small pieces repetitively over and over. Okay. I'll install the first one. Let's see. Well, I appreciate whoever's left to hang out and stop by. I have my lock sport giveaway. There was a problem, major problem, in the sense that my house was hit by a postal truck. So we've not had the vehicle or not been able to mail anything or do anything or like literally like do anything. But that's a whole nother story. I can't, not supposed to talk about. Show and mouth, I suppose. But yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna make a video for the continuation of Knoxtober into slash Knoxmas now. But nevertheless, it's still Nick picks one, the first one, so there's still 12 more things to be won. Almost forgot my own little trick here. All right, toothpick trick. All right, what I like to do here is when I when I took that out, that came out way too easy, way too easy. So I'll take this toothpick, put it in there as best you can, firm, break it off like that, flush with the guitar. Now, if there was any space, I'd say I'm not gonna normally put the tip in forward and break it off again, just like I did, but that doesn't need that. It's not loose at all. And we might need that for the front version of the back. That's it, yeah. I can't wait. I got 2 other straps that I can now get to play with. Not just this guitar, but I really do not want to crack this, so forgive me for my going slow. It's testing your patience. But yeah, okay. I say part of me is just like driving home, baby. And looking at that good twist and that just cracked. I mean, I want to relic the thing. I don't want to break it. It feels suspicious. Oh yeah. Wow, how awake that one would be. Hold on, take it off camera just to check something real quick. I want to make sure what I'm doing right now. I'm seeing if it's level. Okay, it's level. Maybe it's not plumb. Right, where is right? Straight up and down. Now I got it. Okay. Probably want to overturn it and strip it. Because I do have that toothpick in it, but. Okay, strap block number 1. What the heck did I do with the one I took off of it? About that. Oh, hold on. Oh, here it is. Yes, I do want to save them. Whoop. All right. We're dancing, baby. How's it dip? I got you. See, he loves you. Max loves you. Surprise this. Anyways, I always try to, I don't want to say collect, that's the wrong word, but I always try to keep the old parts of the guitar. The originals. See, I got my camera set up way closer than normal setup, so it's, like I said, normally I'm doing lock stuff, so guitar and not being able to be in my preferred place. It's a little hindering, but nonetheless, getting done. That's about it. And you know, I'm having a lot of fun. Like I'm surprised at how much fun I'm having relicing this guitar. Like I didn't think of it before of it like I would say being an art project, but there kind of is a little bit of like an art to it. Whereas like if you overdo it, it looks like shit, or it looks like intentional, or it looks like way too like new to be like antique, that kind of deal. Okay, here's the one I'm putting in. Around doggy style. Hello, baby. Alright. Let's look at that ass. 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 That's a nice straight action. I've checked it before. You would insist I'll check it again. With my Stu Max straight edge, or not straight edge. Technically, I have a little relief on there, but that's the way I like it. Here's a slight bow, but it's intentional, so we're cool. Alright. Let me finish fast if I just. It's weird to me, these screws are tiny. What screws? What screws? Oh, shit, we were there. It's a good thing, just a screwdriver. Well, good thing for me, the screwdriver has. That's loud too. Better the screwdriver than a guitar, right? Could you imagine that? Pick it up, all of a sudden you guys hear me crying like a little girl. No, made in USA, custom shop, Terry. No. Ultramatic. God, why are they first? Wow, hold on, I want to show you what they use. As a spacer, or technically, I guess it's a spacer for lack of a better word. Okay, I thought I saw one before. I mean, I did see one before, but I wasn't sure where it came from. So, this is to the locking one, and has the same one for the. This is the one off the guitar. Okay, so when I looked at that one, and it doesn't fit that whatever, I wonder why. And then there's this weird little black washer that gets sunk in there, I guess, as you're tightening it. So, That's just interesting. I kind of, ones I prefer if I've never really used them, but normally I prefer using the big padded felt ones. I never really use the. It is so thin. Like I don't even have a comparison. Like my ring, like it's like so tiny. I mean, not even a penny, not even a dime. It's like the size of like a seed. That's it. But it's like I don't know. Heck, sorry, what's happening, dude? I'm relicing a Telecaster, trying to decide what bolts or whatnot with washers. Sorry. So the guitar itself came with these compressed washers, like rock hard plastic, and then I replaced them with these felt ones. I'm curious. I almost want to put them on for sound, like purposes and demonstrations. I don't feel like taking them off, and not for nothing because it's on this the strap. It's not really going to be. I mean, it is on the body of the guitar to hold the strap on, but it's not going to really change the tone or change the color of the guitar. Okay, where'd the other? Here's the bottom of it. That's the main thing I want to find right there. Okay, so as long as I have both buttons, okay, I can find that other one, whatever it decides to come on. Okay. So the top is good. Ah, there it is. I told you when I come home with something. I want to make those all originals just in case they ever decide to sell or whatever for my own intended purposes. I'll have that. Where'd my toothpick go? That's another thing with these videos and document days in which I have guitars and what it is I do. Okay, up close. I don't even know where you're down. You're getting no closer than that. Yeah, because I already used it for the other one. I was going to stick this one in flat. So you got it there good. You just go straight down and snap it. So, yeah, sometimes you might give it a little. There you go. Now to make it snug, the pointy part, I go right back in. Now, if it is like that, you don't need it. If you're able to get that and any part of the point past the pointy part in there, do that and break it off again. This way, you have a nice snug spot. It's gonna hold your thing in firm. Okay, washer's in the bag. I was gonna say I was looking for that second black washer. I was like, oh no, we don't need it already. Okay, I got it. The collection is complete. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like it was like Thursday's day off. I'm doing a horrible job at the camera. Wait. Welcome back to class. Bueller. Actually, you'll probably see me do this right here just fine. Try to start it in the middle. Obviously, because I put that toothpick in there, it's not going to be exactly perfect. Okay, there's not enough. I'm gonna have to do this not on the counter. Alright. Oh, my man, so poor for boy. Can't wait till I can use the other straps and shit with it. I got a pretty decent collection of. Starting to think maybe I should have said that toothpick, because it was very tight to turn right there. Feel too loose. At least I know when it's done, it'll be very well in place. You know what? I'm gonna switch over to a different Phillips. That one was sharp. I think that is sharp. It's that's much better. Alright, here's a little thing. Sorry for taking so long. But here's a little thing I do that Luther taught me. Okay. When you get that tight to the point you can't move it anymore, don't leave it like that. Actually give it a little half turn. Not quite even a quarter turn release. Because if you keep it that stressed up, it's not good for the guitar in the sense of if you're not aware, Saturday afternoons there's a really cool club, Picking Time. However, now it's with Lady Locks, Dragon's Lair. Look it up, you'll find it. They're not locks. You'll find me, you'll find them. Or they'll find you. That's normally how it works. Those are my people, though. I always plug my peeps. Now, I got some issues to address with the fretboard, not sound wise, but relic wise. I really like the way the wow, man. Technically, I guess I could use this one. I can say the yarn thing. I guess we could have used the back of the paintbrush too, but no, that's wood, so that's more likely to snap. But this little thing, this is coming out awesome. Okay, so basically it was a process that seemed to be working right now. Is I scratch and irritate it with some type of tool scraping file, whatever. And then after I'm done doing that, I got the sandpaper, level it out. It looks nice. I'm not going to polish the frets at all. It kind of seems redundant. Like the idea if you want to try to make your guitar look like 1958 or Telecaster, last ain't one. Big bright white nut and all perfect everything, shiny chrome. There are things I could do, chemically speaking, in the sense of, I think it's like vinegar and ammonia or some, whatever, some shit. You put it in a tub with, like a tub. You take all the parts off of the guitar and you put them in a tub with that solution, or next to that solution, and the fumes speed up the aging process of the aluminum, I suppose. I saw it. It looks kind of alright, but it just kind of looks cloudy. You could just rub it away and clean it. So that's like I have the J Masix road worn Telecaster, and I actually have the Jazz Master too. But the Telecaster, it's amazing. It's amazing. That really kind of made me fall back in love with music for a minute. With that front Telecaster picker, I never got along with the front Telly, but on that guitar it was so hot, it was amazing. Then you kind of had to click it in the middle for a nice balanced clarity, and you click it in the high, like back humbucker is awesome. Very well set up, very well thought out. I dig the blue sparkles even. I wish there was a black sparkle, so black on black. There we go. What I'm doing again, I'm just looking over and making sure they're compressed enough to, like, I think these 3 rows look better with them all wide the whole way than these skinnier ones that just kind of like pencil marks. These look like somebody's fingers rubbed up and down that fretboard every damn day. Yeah, that's really what I'm going for here. Yeah, very special. Let's see how many people are watching. 7. Okay. Hey, 6 thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate it. Alright. So a little later on, the secret ingredients are going to be, I guess if you smoke, cigarette ash would work, but I don't. So for pot, I got roaches and ashes. So I have pencil to do it here too, but really, if you use that, just a little tiny bit of charcoal and rub it in there. It looked kind of horrible at first, and then you really got to massage it in with your fingers. Then you're like, oh wow, yeah, that's kind of cool. It's just it's hard to get ashes like that. My brain doesn't think about it. It's kind of weird being like, oh, sure, I forgot people are sleeping. I'm fucking banging guitar. But the whole concept that I can like take this to the guitar, and like on some level, that's okay. That's just foreign. I always loved my guitar. I would never protect my guitar, my baby. I get mad if like the tape's not right on, Speaking of which, good idea. I have this meant for automotive, but like whatever, it's 5,000 grit. So it's like you really do get a nice polish on this. So I was gonna wait until the whole thing was done and slide it under. Let's see how much. Yeah, wow. Yeah, no. It's either I'm gonna have to do it. Let me see. The idea was not so much to make the pits deeper, but more to level out the spaces between them. So this way, well, yes, they were still there, and yes, they're still felt. The fretboard itself was still nice and smooth. Yeah. I might actually have to go to the. No. No, I'm going to do the pencil trick a couple more times. I'm going to low-key polish my 12th frets. Not too crazy. I don't want my. It's funny that you can honestly see the glitches. Those two are like reflect light so much better than the other ones. Alright, hopefully that's just not even a millimeter. Didn't do much or anything. But I see what he's saying. Okay, so the idea is for the rolled edges, rather than just having sandpaper, this is, I believe, 3,000 grit. And then my favorite emery cloth, because it gets kind of different grits as you go. But yeah, I'm gonna probably take the strings off to smooth that out, or said before, possibly just rip a nice piece across. Okay. So for this scenario here, I'm not going to bother with the wet and dry part of it yet. I mean, you'd think if this was going to be the one and only time I was going to do it, I probably should. But I want you to see is that really I'm focusing on rolling the edges. So yeah, sure, like I'm going to hit those center pieces. So I start going back and forth straight and level. Try to get what they want, or what I'm supposed to be getting on the top of the fretboard. And as you see, I start dropping my thumbs down. Kind of like a shoe shine. That's starting to roll the fretboard. Check out all different angles. Take your time. Don't shine too hard. I say that's kind of interesting that it makes the guitar so shiny. But at the same time, just like the scars underneath are right there. You could like see them, but it looks good. So, anybody got anything good planned this weekend? Tell me something good. Somewhere's happening. Or anybody do anything good last weekend? Something good has to be happening somewhere in the world. It ain't happening here. Just shoe polishing away. It's weird. Like I'm not getting the frets. That's the weird part. Just trying to make sure I don't. I can feel a couple of them actually. Make sure I don't have any sharp frets. I do have all of my fret files that I should get. I should get my whatever the fret marker, kisser, I got all the things. I should get all the things out there. But at the same time, I still have more development to do on this guitar. almost spilled the salt. Luckily, I did not. I kind of see what's happening now. Okay, so I watch uh, guitar channels like Scar My Guitar. Sounds cool. Uh, I don't know. I watch a bunch of other channels, and it's obviously modern day. That's how you learn things. So surprised with the graphite from the pencil that I then pushed in with the crochet needle. I was looking at it through the whatever you call this monocle thing here. Jeweler's lens, I believe is the correct word, but on those ones, I really believe that they turned out the best. I mean, they're kind of on the wide side, but that makes them look natural. And the fact I didn't go full out on all of them everywhere, I didn't want to overdo it. Only on 3 frets did I do all of them. All the rest only have 3 or 2. But yeah, it's crazy. Like I never had a guitar that I felt safe enough to relic until I got the one I just showed you, Thrasher, the Paul Reed Smith Santana. So, and that's only because it had that repaired neck on there. If it didn't have that, I wouldn't have even trust myself with that. But it's just not as good. It's cool to be able to repair a guitar that was once beloved to my friend. Yes, I believe belong to a couple lock clubs, and they have like locks of love when people get married or memorial for certain things. And I forgot where I was going with that. I looked right at the sandpaper, and I swear to God, that thought went right out of my head. That's I'll think of it for me. Tell me tomorrow. Had something to do when I slipped in my 3,000. Oh, I'm sorry, 5,000. Oh, yeah, all right, there we go. Okay. So, with these indents, once I'm polishing them like this, it looks very weird / cool. Meaning, like, it really is like a 1970s or whatever guitar, and it's just being maintained right now. I came in for a cleanup or whatever. Tune up, whatever you want to call it, string change. And the strings that are man, you can really see the difference. But it is isolating, so it's gonna, I don't want to say I was hiding behind these, but like, I kind of like the thicker, finger marks. I see we're almost done. Not almost done, but whatever, halfway. But none of them are going to be thick like these ones were. But again, I don't want to relic them like crazy, crazy, crazy. There you go. Have a nice lighting transition. Ta-da! Can't believe this whole video is supposed to be fucking sideways. And every time, I don't know why, when I start it, it forces me to go this way where it doesn't record. I don't know what type of fucking cockamamie bullshit that is. I don't know if they're trying to throw me in, maybe with the other live people. Okay, that side's good. Have to get ready to tune it up, give it a try. I don't think I'm going to try any of the homebrew aging, relicing, whatever, like the knobs and the plastics and the antiques and the whatnots. I'm not gonna do that. Definitely not right now. It is going to become an issue because right now that pick guard is doing okay, but once that pick guard starts coming off too bad, that crack, those bubbles aren't going to look like cracks anymore, and that's what's going to become a problem. All right, looks like it's turning out pretty decent. Let me see. I'm gonna see zoom you in. You can't kind of see the greatness that I'm doing over here. It's very hard to see that far away, but ultimately, that's what I'm doing is aging all the frick words out. All the way down here. See, as I'm saying, this last three on first or the open, first fret, all five, all five, all five, all five. So once you get to the fifth, and from there, I start cutting down, just doing 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, like that. See what I'm saying? So it doesn't look too crazy. It's just, you've been playing the guitar. But, yeah, I got no sharp point. I got nothing. I would give it a whole gloss and glow or whatnot. I mean, I probably will, but like I said, I like how this is, because it's been through enough layers. When I hit it with that shine, it actually shined instead of disappearing and wiping off. And that's what I was afraid what was going to happen. So, well, I know it's kind of not going anywhere. I mean, now it's like really proper relic. I dig it. I dig it. Yeah, you can see all that right there. That's awesome. Alright, guys. It's an hour. Call it while it's getting so good. Oh, the tuner. I should have tuned it up and played you out with a song. Damn, too bad. That would have been like half smart. That would have been real smart. Why didn't I do that? I don't know how to do add text. Alright, guys. On your way out, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I have my 550 subscriber giveaway going on, so look for that video. So I'm holding the golden lock in my hand. I just made it like it'll be my last video, but it might be 3 weeks already. Like I said in the beginning of the stream, mail service truck hit my neighbor's house in my driveway, so I don't have vehicles or way to get around at the moment. But anyways, this is Knox saying, hold on, go shouting at my people. Maybe if we praise them enough, picking time will reform. Halloween edition. Summon Joe Griffinstein. Alright. This is Knox with a ball and pea and hammer saying anything is possible when everything's unlockable. This is where there's the part in the video where I try to be cool and like flip the hammer or do whatever and it smacks it and cracks it and like the person flips out and fucking goes nuts. Alright, guys. Good night or enjoy your morning, afternoon, evening.